How do you think that leaders can build strong engagement between the employees and the brands and companies that people are working for?
Yeah, so this is a great and very important question. So, some of the fun work, a lot of the work I do is very fun work, but some of the really fun work I do is really working in organizations with leaders, the owners of the business, the leaders of the business, management teams, and then with their teams as well. So, the number one thing, because you asked about the how, the number one thing for leaders to do is to find out what engagement means to your people,
Mm,
because engagement can mean a lot of different things. If your company's in a mature state versus a startup, depending on the kind of mix of people that you have working, what does really engagement mean? And that's some of the work that I do around team engagement and organizational culture as I go into organizations and work with them so we can get a good print and a good pulse of what's going on. 9 times out of 10, what the leaders say is going to be the answer is entirely different from what the people say. So it is really that good. Anytime we want to make some change, it's always helpful to be able to have that set point and get some awareness. And the more awareness we can get from different points of view, even stronger it is. So the number one thing would be to do to find out what engagement means for your team. And then, of course, secondly would be, and maybe in tandem, but finding out what that means for your customers as well.
mm,
So we could say value proposition, but really the employee part is so important. Some of the key things to really be able to do is to be able to find out what does engagement mean. So many leaders or people will think it's money. If I pay them more, that's going to engage them more. And I can tell you, hands down, the number of times that is not in the top. What does come up is, do I feel like I work in an environment where I'm listened to? Do I
mm.
feel like I'm working in an environment where I can make a difference, where I actually feel empowered to be able to do the right thing? So the other how would be to trust the people that you pick and that you hire, to trust them to make the right decisions. If they are the front line with your customer, whether that be a retail facing or someone's calling in or whatever the case is, if you're a service professional and you're going out and meeting clients on behalf of a brand, um, leaders, trust your people, right? And what that means is give them the rope to be able to make common sense decisions, think
Mm.
for themselves, try something new. Often leaders will say, we want our people to be more creative and more innovative. And then people try to do something and then well, that's not the way we do things around here. So really, if you want to make a change, put that out there and let your people, give them the rope to be able to make that change and that they can fail safe. So if things go south, that you do some coaching with them right off the bat.